Hi, welcome to day 2 of Song and Story Time with Steam-Lizzy. Today we're going to start with a true story centered around the Coldwater Steampunk Festival, where a mother learns a little bit of a lesson from her son. And this story is called The Night Before Steampunk. Hearts pounded and thrills sparked welcome flutters as mother and son anticipated the next day's Coldwater Steampunk Festival. It was the final evening to finesse costumes and complete art entries for the annual festival contests, and the pair worked diligently around the clock, hoping to complete their exciting tasks before sunup. All year through, the dynamic duo had been working out ideas and designs, collecting parts and pieces for their unique creations. Mother and son enjoyed every quaint, unique, boutique, antique, used or recycle shop to find the perfect treasures for their coveted creative endeavors. The two would race down the aisles in hopes of finding interesting gadget fodder and old clocks to take apart for years. Who would be the first to spy the domed brass clock or discover the vintage embellished bellows hidden under a pile of suitcases, or the strange box with gauges for who knows what? It was a friendly competition and sharing opportunity the two steampunk enthusiasts relished, a language and way of life they both understood and willingly grasped. Though still a child, each year the boy created all his own designs and learned the skills necessary to execute the final product. He'd even learned to sew fancy stitches to get the authentic feel for his steampunk costumes. The year's new challenge? A plague doctor mask, embellished with spinning gears and curious gadgets. But could he finish the exceptional piece in time for the festival? Likewise, his mother raced the clock, assembling moving parts, tweaking calibrations for interactive elements, and finessed framework for the painting part of the art she hoped was a masterpiece. Panic increased as birds chirped louder and light peeked through the trees. It would be a fine day for the festival, but could they finish before the deadline? The boy said, "I'm having trouble lacing these wrist gauntlets properly." His mother startled awake, catching herself from falling backwards. She picked up the fallen hot glue gun and raced to help her son complete his handmade leather gauntlets. Then finally the two dressed and headed to the festival. Despite lacking sleep, the day was blissfully wonderful, minus the mask glitch. The boy had left the mask in the car and had entered the costume contest without it. His mom was heartbroken for him, saying, "You know, you would have won if you'd had it," but was surprised when he said, "Maybe, but it's not about winning. Besides, I'm getting a bit old for the kid prizes, and the little kid who won loved what he got, so I enjoyed his joy even more." "How did you do, Mom?" "Well," she said, "the same in the costume contest, but it was fun entering, and of course everybody gets a small prize. And though I didn't get the biggest art prize, I won People's Choice, which means people really enjoyed my art. That's very cool." The two agreed it was all about the personal challenge and enjoyment with a big steampunk heart. And thank you for listening. So I'm going to do the piece called The Beast of Tinkerton Town, which has some sort of rap, spoken word, some rhythm, and a little bit of musical element to it as well. So I now have the drum. I'm going to get a beat going. The frauds and thieves come to Tinkerton Town to steal the plans. They want us to go down, but we are ready and at the fore, for Tinkerton Town has a solid core. We're armed with gadgets of every sort, for building them is our central sport, and using them will keep evil away, and all trespassers will be kept at bay. And we celebrate with the feast, the feast, the feast, the feast. We feed the beast, the beast, the beast. Cogs and coal and H2O. He died just time, it makes him go. The marauders come to Tinkerton Town to fight our beast and bring him down. But our beast is ready, full steam ahead, to fill all our enemies with fear and dread. He battles the lines of incongruity. He sneers at those peasants and watches them flee. We've assembled our beast with a solid core. He will fight for what's right, he knows the score. And we celebrate with the feast, the feast, the feast, the feast. We feed the beast, the beast, the beast. Cogs and coal and H2O. He died just time, it makes him grow. The spectators come to Tinkerton Town to see our beast. He's world renowned. They feed our beast and bask in his steam. They share his endeavors and share our dream. We invite all of you to Tinkerton Town. Our beast is built, the seed sown. We'll have a party the biggest yet. We'll celebrate without regret. So let's celebrate! We feast, we feast, we feast, we feast, we feed the beast, the beast, the beast, with hogs and coal and H2O. He digests time and keeps the flow. We feast, we feast, we feast, we feast, we feed the beast, the beast, the beast, with hogs and coal and H2O. He digests time and makes him go. We feast, we feast, we feast, we feast, we feed the beast, the beast, the beast, with hogs and coal and H2O. He digests time and makes him go. We feast, we feast, we feast, we feast, we feed the beast, the beast, the beast, with hogs and coal and H2O. He digests time, it keeps the flow. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the 10th year anniversary of the Coldwater Steampunk Festival.